And if you haven't seen it, we'll show a little bit later today. He names, out of all those Preakness wins, the one that stands out for him. And it's quite a topic, and his comments definitely need to be heard. That'll be later today. We'll show that interview. Okay, so let's talk about the track conditions here. The track, actually, you know, I had looked at the changes, and they had fast and firm on Equibase. So I'm like, that seems really hard to have happened. So got to the track. It was listed as muddy and good. We did the open of this show because I was confused with what Equibase put out there. I just thought, well, okay, I'll go good and good. And you know what just happened? It was muddy when I got here. It was good on the turf course. They just upgraded the main track to good. So it is good and good, just like I said at the top of the show. And it really does describe you and I.
You're a soothsayer. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Is that what that's what that is?
Yeah. Like
soothsayer?
Yeah.
Not as good as Gabby yesterday, who predicted a rainbow. All right, so we are still looking at a good track, but, I mean, do you want to do this? Because this is pointless.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. All right, off-track experience. If we get some rain that no one in the world is predicting, these are the horses and their off-track experience. And here's the thing. Nobody has great off-track experience. Journalism has the start in the Kentucky Derby. You could say the best. Here's the thing. And with journalism, okay, he's got that start in the Kentucky Derby, and everyone's like, oh, he had a fair chance and the rest of it. I'm not convinced that that was his best track. And I feel, listening to the comments from his connections, it wasn't his best track. We're going to get a fast track here today. I think that's what journalism wants, and that's what I want, because I don't want any excuses.
Right. And I think that he's just spending time with the camp and over the course of these mornings, even just a few minutes ago with Michael McCarthy, there's a lot of confidence there, as there should be. I mean, you're coming in with one of the top 3-year-olds, one of the top 2 3-year-olds of this crop. Of course you're going to be confident coming into the Preakness Stakes.
Well, they vanned up on Tuesday. Journalism stayed at Churchill Downs, got a majority of his work done there, came up here Tuesday, but has been out on the track almost every morning. We were with them yesterday.
Ready to go have some fun, huh? Let's go have some fun, boy. In the Kentucky Derby, it wasn't disappointing at all. He came back and he didn't know that he ran second. He is a champion in my eye. He always will be. I mean, from day one, lots of energy. Lots of good energy. Thank you. Yes, sir. That's good, boy. There you go. That's a good boy. Don't worry about them. I'm taking it all in one day at a time, and be able to ride this guy, it's a blessing and dream come true at the same time. You are freaking amazing, boy. Beautiful. He went really nice. He hit everything on spot. He wanted more, but we got to keep him happy. We got one more day out there, let him turn him loose. I say his mind's better out there. He knows what he's doing, and he's just being classy about it. He feels good, but he's being honest, and he's ready to do it again. Ready to run.
So Mark Witkowski, kind enough to give us all that access, and you know, exercise riders like that are used to working in anonymity. So all of a sudden you've got every camera looking at you when you go out on the track and you're with a horse like journalism. He's handling it well.
Yeah, enjoying the time, right? And it's special time because, you know, you take advantage of these opportunities to be around a big horse like this. We are very privileged to be around horses, just to be not in direct contact with them, but you can't get a chance to see them up close. Nobody's more up close than Mark.
It's always a special time when we get insight into the Preakness with Christina Blacker.
Second jewel of the Triple Crown coming up today, the Preakness. Let's talk about the pace in here. So, of course, fewer horses than we had in the Kentucky Derby. I don't think anyone was really compromised in terms of the draw. You don't have to be as concerned about traffic trouble and looking like sunny skies all afternoon. So hopefully a fast track by post time. Let's start and take a look here. From the inside post, I think goal-oriented really has to go. If you look at his debut race, this horse absolutely hates the kickback. The 6-horse River Thames, though, he's going to be up there and involved. Third Graph actually has him as leading early on in terms of those early splits in all of his prior races. I'm not sure they want to be quite that aggressive with him with Ira Ortiz aboard, but I do think he's going to be forwardly placed. Clever again, the 8 is naturally very quick. American Promise, the 3. Nick Juarez was so aggressive in the Kentucky Derby, sending that horse through between runners. I don't think he's fast enough to be right on the front end, but I do think that he is going to be just as hustling with this horse. Remember, Seize the Gray went gate to wire for the coach last year. In behind, you see some of the others rounding out this field. The 7, Sandman, he does drop back. He's our true deep closer of this group. As we approach the backstretch, though, and I'll keep it with that subject of Sandman, I think Johnny Velasquez is going to try to ride him a little bit differently today. I don't think he's going to let him drop so far back. And one thing we saw about him in the Arkansas Derby, he's capable of that very sustained long run. So you can start midway around the backstretch with him, and I think that's the key to kind of getting that engine going. He's a son of Tappet. He should have all the stamina in the world at the mile and 3/16. I think Clever, again, the 8-horse is going to be up and involved. He ran his best race in the Hot Springs on the front end. I think he stays in that position, and you'll see him kind of circle around under Jose Ortiz. So as we come into the far turn, and this is really where you want to start making your move, because in the last dozen or so years, your Preakness winner on, near, or within a couple of lengths of the lead as they hit the quarter pole. Goal-oriented is still up there. I think Clever, again, is the horse that makes that first move. Journalism, I should have mentioned him a little sooner. He sits that perfect pocket trip. This is one of the most wonderful things about this horse, is that he's able to stalk. He's able to be shuffled back, as we saw in the Kentucky Derby, if he needs to be. But his perfect scenario is that catbird seat right off the early pace. I think Sandman is continuing that sustained run as they come around the turn, and as we bring it for home, the class of journalism, in my eyes, does prevail in here. I think Clever, again, is right there. If anyone's going to beat him today, I've said this a few times this week, it's Clever again to me. Sandman gets a piece of it on his class. River Thames, as classy as he is, I don't think he wants to go this far. He holds on for a piece of it. And we'll give Heart of Honor, the son of Honor AP, the opportunity to maybe gallop along and pick up a check under Safi Osborne. That is my idea in terms of the pace analysis today of this year's Preakness. Let me know what you think over on social media. The No Sweat Preakness bet is available to you with FanDuel Racing and the FanDuel Sportsbook app. We hope you're already playing with us, but if not, no better time than the present to get involved with Preakness 150. It's already been a very busy morning for us here on FanDuel TV. Hopefully you were up early with us for international coverage from Newbury. Jess Stafford is live on site for us there. Jess, it was a thrilling rendition of the lock-inge today. Juddmonte prevailing from just off the pace.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah, familiar silks. It was lovely to see lead artist win for Oisin Murphy, John and Thady Gosden, who won the race last year with Audience. And this year, again, a little bit of a surprise, as this horse was not in terms of class as strong as some of them. He hadn't got the genuine